What's going on, everyone? Investor here. It's time to take a look at the weekly portfolio update. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any new videos. I try to bring you a weekly portfolio update as well as other videos weekly. This past week was pretty ugly, though. I'm sure many of you are in the same boat. With the stock market correction that we're in right now, a downtrend seems to be a common theme lately. You can see I was down over $100 this week, but I took the opportunity to apply some of your guys' advice from the comments and started to dollar cost average almost every day to help bring down my average share price on several holdings. I kind of enjoyed doing it, and I'll probably continue to do it into this upcoming week. I received one dividend payment, and I also closed out of one position. This week I'm hoping to add about $300 or $400 to the portfolio. I worked some overtime to be able to fund the account. It wasn't as much overtime as my last video, and if you haven't seen that one, please go check it out. But it was still enough overtime to be able to add some funds to the account. So currently I'm sitting at just over 9,000 and hoping this week won't drop me out of the 9,000 range. But if it happens, it happens. I'll continue to dollar cost average and I'll continue to buy more shares. So let's jump over to the spreadsheet and I'll show you what I've been up to this week. All right, so taking a look at the spreadsheet, you'll see the shares with what I had from last week. You can see quite a few things have been filled out here in the difference. I have been busy dollar cost averaging plus some other things that I'm working on, and I'll release that to you guys here probably in the next couple of weeks. But you can see I've got quite a few different things that I've been adding to the accounts. The one here for Rhythm Capital, the 0.2691, this is just from the drip. This is from the dividends that I've received. Everything else has been a dollar cost average. You'll see down here with Prospect Capital or Paycheck, I sold out of that position completely. I was up a couple of bucks, and now that it's gone past its 52-week low, I'm kind of glad I got out of it. But it was one of the ones that, when I was first starting, brand new into the investing world, just the beginning of the year, it had a high dividend yield. And of course, a lot of people, when we're new, we chase that high dividend. But now that I've kind of learned a little bit more and my portfolio is kind of evolving a little bit more in the way I want to have it for the longevity of my life, PSEC just really kind of didn't fit the bill for me anymore. So something I encourage for you guys is just, sometimes, we want to be buy and hold investors, but sometimes stocks just no longer fit into our financial plan that we've got. So there's no shame, no hurt feelings, anything like that for people selling off positions. I mean, that's the way we make money, right? So while I was up a couple of bucks, I took the advantage to get rid of PSEC. So you can see, got rid of the entire position, but it was only 6 shares, so it wasn't like I sold out of a huge position or anything like that. So I think it was like a total of like 40 bucks or something like that worth of the position. So it wasn't really much. But I used that $40 to help dollar cost average into some of the other ones. So I continue to dollar cost average into O Realty, and it continues to sink. But nonetheless, it just means O is cheaper and cheaper. So why not buy more, right? And so you see, I did dollar cost average all the rest of these, every single one, with the exception of Jeppy and Tesla. But there's still some dollar cost averaging going on in there. But all the other figures you'll see from here was basically just $5 every day for the most part. I think Tuesday might have been the only day when the market went up really, really good. I didn't put anything in that day, but I dollar cost averaged pretty much every other day of the week. Just $5 here and there, $5 for every other position. Trying to get some of those average share prices down a little bit. Still got a little bit of work to do, which is why I think I'm going to continue, like I said, to do the dollar cost averaging this week. And maybe even going forward, I kind of enjoy just, hey, $5 here, $5 here, as opposed to just buying a bunch of shares and here you go. I still probably going to do that, probably try to form some sort of hybrid between the two tactics there. But nonetheless, that's what I was up to this week. So added to quite a few positions you'll see, including selling out of the one of them. And I did receive the one dividend payment from Rhythm Capital, or ticker symbol RITM, and we'll cover that here in just a minute. So we go over to the positions. You see, I'm down quite a bit. This video, was filmed at the open of the stock market today on Monday for last week, so you can see it's taking into account for Monday's totals. And O has gone down a lot today. I mean, a lot, all the way down past its 52-week low, I believe. But that's okay. Like I said, just continue to buy, continue to sell. Eventually, O is going to go back up. They had some pretty good news today that they really are merging with another company. So hopefully that'll help, pull some things back. You never know, but you can see that's the biggest. We'll call it the biggest dog in the portfolio right now is O Realty. But that's okay. I'm going to continue to buy. I'm not going to shy away. I mean, just because you're down in a position doesn't mean you've lost money. That just means you're down in a position. Eventually, the money will come back. You only lose it if you sell it, or if the company just goes bankrupt, kind of thing. But I don't see that happening. So down quite a bit on the year, $800 down. But again, market's down. It is what it is. Sometimes you'll have those days. Sometimes you'll be up a ton. You got to take the wins with the losses, right? So jumping over to the calendar, you'll see I got the $2.50 here from RITM, or Rhythm Capital. So it brings the monthly total up to $42.56. I am expected to get another two payments, but it's only a couple of cents, and that's going to be from Don and Des here. So just another 3 cents. So should round this out to 59 for the month. So I will fall short of my $50 goal, but I'm hoping next month you'll see, according to Purple Bricks, supposed to be really well. If not, in December when I shoot way past that 50 mark. Kind of excited to see these figures. I mean, each month, man, this is why we do this, right? Each month, things seem to keep getting better and better and better and better. Each quarter by quarter, better and better and better as things start to grow, as things start to compound on each other, as I start to add to the portfolio. That's what we want. And that's one reason I make these videos, is not only to, for me, for fun, to learn and to share with you guys, but hopefully to inspire others that you don't need $1 million to get an account started. You could start your account with $100 if that's all you have. Start it with $20. The key is just to get it going, get it started. Eventually it'll come. I mean, you could see $1 in dividend payments in February. Hopefully I'm up to $70 here for a month. It takes a little bit of time, yes, to get started. You're not going to get rich overnight, but the goal is eventually to be rich, or to have enough money to be financially free, right? You just got to work at it. So just continue to plug away. So coming over to the chart, you'll see again 42.56 now for the month. So it brings my grand total that I've received in dividends so far this year to $191. I mean, that's $191 for buying shares of a company and doing nothing more than that. Fantastic, right? And as the account grows, as things get better, as I learn more, and as the account continues to evolve, this will just be a happy distant memory, as hopefully it jumps into the thousands. So coming down to the goals, you see with all the current things that I've added here, we're getting a lot closer to the 50 mark for each. The monthly dividend one, I still got to kind of calculate that where I'm at. It's probably a little bit higher than the 22, and I'm just averaging out for the year. And that's, of course, that's based on the future stuff too. So, and the future stuff keeps changing. So that's why this one is a little weird. But you can see we're getting there, right? I'm less than, 9 shares, 8.5 shares for hitting the goal on Jeppy. Hopefully the remainder of the year will get me there. I'll continue to buy O, especially when it's down like this. That's more the reason I want to get to that goal of 50, especially being where it's at. Hopefully it'll go up one day, and I'll be happy that it did, right? I'll make some money. So $42 for the quarter still. So got a couple months left of the quarter, but I'm already pretty much halfway to the goal of halfway to what I had made for quarter 3 already, and I still got 2 quarters left. So this should hopefully outshadow that, and again, just a happy distant memory for quarter 3. Hopefully we'll see another triple digit overage for the quarter here. So, but nice staircase, working its way up. Of course, we're still in this quarter, so hopefully that one will finish somewhere up in this range. And $191 again for the year. And hopefully, as we see these years pass, this figure will just get better, better, and better and better as the years go. Coming over to the dividend income. Again, this is just yearly projections. Of course, everything's still here on the left. That's where I've been focusing. And you'll see Paycheck is now out. It's sold and gone. So I'll get that removed from the spreadsheets probably following here this upcoming week. So a few things, I've got a couple more positions that I'm looking at, especially when things are down. Some of the ones that I want to put in the portfolio, ones that I wouldn't mind holding for a lifetime and just for the longevity, are at a point now where it's almost time to pull the trigger. There's one or two that I'm looking at for possibly this week, even if it just continues to go where I think it's going to go. So stay tuned for that next week. Hopefully we'll have something good to show you, and at least another new position, hopefully. Not that I want the stock market to go down, but as a buyer, obviously we want the stock market to go down. Once we hold them, that, kind of mentally stressful. But nonetheless, the monthly dividends continue to go up. The trend line's still going up. These peaks. This peak's going to fall a little bit short of the previous month, but that's not bad, right? And then we'll just work our way up and keep going up and up until we get to where we want it to be. And hopefully that'll be, 20, 30 years from now when I'm ready to retire, and, we'll have enough money to support my life, my habits, things like that, and we'll move on. So anyway, guys, that's what I've got for this week. Please drop a comment below. Tell me what you think of the portfolio for the week. Let me know like how your week was. I mean, like I said, I showed you mine. It wasn't the prettiest, but nonetheless, when it's down like that, please share what are your thoughts? What are your plans when it's down? What are you guys looking to do with the whatever extra money that you can now buy more shares with? That you would have not been able to if the share was a little bit higher. So, like I said, I read all the comments. I try to respond to you guys and try to learn from what you guys are sharing with me. I'm new to this as well. Many of you might be. Many of you are probably seasoned investors, but we all know different things, so it's good to share and just build that community and learn and grow amongst ourselves. So, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I've got plenty more videos to come out. Good one hopefully coming up in this next week, especially with some of the things I've got planned, especially within the next 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Other than that, guys, please, like I said, drop a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Happy investing.